Hello and welcome to Minnesota Nice Cards Mail Day. My name is Ben. It is May 11th. It is Monday night and it's actually pretty late, but I'm excited because I got an email today that said that I had cards uploaded into Check Out My Cards. If you're not familiar with it, it is COMC.com, and I've never used it before. And so as you'll notice, there's no packages out that we're going to be opening today, but instead I'm going to try to figure out what this Check Out My Cards is all about, and let's get started. So I'm going to log in here. Let's see here. Should have my password saved. I do. And what this is saying is I have 115 items that are without an asking price, not in shipment, and not marked for sale, so they need attention. So here we go. The only thing that I've done with this so far, just to set the stage, is I put some money in here, gosh, about a month ago. I started buying some cards that were already on here, obviously. Sold a few of those for more than I paid for them, and then I got hooked. And I said, well, I need to upload all my base cards, all my random numbered cards, low-end autos. So there's some stuff that I sent here that I really have no idea if it's even worth anything to anybody, if it's something that will even sell on here, but we're going to find out. So for example, this first card here is a Lamar Jackson, but it's from Prism draft picks. So if we click on here, this is going to tell me it doesn't really fit as well as I thought it would in the screen here. Here's the card over here. It's an orange Prism. I know from experience that if I click here, I can get the price typically, or if it's sold, none of it's sold, so mine is the only one on here. So I don't know. Maybe we'll put $5 on here. I'm just, in order to make this easy, I don't know what that's going to sell for. That might be too much. But let's do that and we'll move on. So now an easy way for me to get back to where I was. Here, okay. Again, this is my first time doing this. We're going to figure it out together. I have a Topps opening day Vlad Guerrero. These are, looks like there's some for sale. Some for sale for lower than I would even get if I put mine for sale for that price. So we're going to skip this one for now. What you'll see here, which I found interesting, which I didn't know until today, is that this says plus 25 cents. And so when I set my asking price, say I set this for $1, it's going to automatically add 25 cents. And so anybody who buys it from me is going to have to pay $1.25. I think that's interesting. And I'll tell you why. Because when I sent this first batch in, I paid 50 cents a card just to list them. And the reason I did that is I didn't scroll down far enough to see that if they're current year things, you can actually put them, you can send them in for 35 cents. I didn't know that, rookie mistake. I have several other orders in now that are current year cards that I will only spend 35 cents a piece on. But now, for these cards, for example, I'm spending 50 cents to just get this uploaded, and then I'm spending another 25 cents just to list it for sale. So I need to make sure that some of these I get my value out of. So for example, we'll take a look at this one. Next one down, this is Deshaun Watson. This is from 2019 Panini Luminance. Looks like there's a few on here already, and then if we click this chart thing here, it shows that they have had actually 7 of them sell, and the highest sold is $5.63. So for me, I think I'm just going to put on here maybe $5, and we're going to be the lowest one on the market. So if somebody comes in and wants that card, they'll likely buy mine first, right? And we may change that later. We can go in and change this price whenever we want. Kind of a neat deal. Let's keep going. All right. Jesus Sanchez. This is it's beta SRP. I'm not familiar with that. I did click this before where it says you have to pay $100 for the year to get full access to the SRP. So if you want to know what you should list it at, you gotta pay $100. It says the original seller of an item gets free access to the SRP if it's available for the item, although I am the original seller, so maybe I don't, or maybe that's what it's telling me. Maybe that's where this this 750 and this 625 are coming from. So that's interesting. It says 625, however, we click here, there's some for sale as low as $1.25, $1.45. So maybe we'll come back to that one. I don't know what to do there. I guess if I sell it, I won't sell it if I charge more than the guy that's the lowest, right? Let's see. This is next up. Frank Thomas Silver Pack Topps Chrome Design. If you click the item number, I think that's better because that gets me into seeing all of the ones that are listed. It looks like maybe this one shouldn't have been sent either based on how much I spent to send these in, but let's just get it on here listed. I'll put it for $1. It won't sell until all of these below it. Maybe we'll put it for 60 cents actually. That way I'm actually not the highest, I'm kind of in the middle here. Here I am. So that one will sit there for a while. We'll see about that. Alright, next up we've got a Nick Chubb. I'm the only one that has this one. I don't know if this is even worth pricing. I guess for a Browns fan that might be worth $1, maybe $2. I don't know. These relics, you got to find the right buyer, same as eBay, right? You put them up for 99 cents on eBay, you might not get a bid. You might have wasted a bunch of time. You might get a bid, but you're relying on the right person to come in and see it during those 7 days that it's listed. So for me, I think those types of cards are better off in this format, at least that's my theory, because that person might come, they have longer than a week to come look at your port, as they call it in here, where all of your cards are, right? So that's kind of my thought process. Next card up is Panini Illusions, Josh Rosen. There's a couple of these up for $2.74. And quarterback stuff sells. We'll see. I don't know if he's going to get another opportunity, but we can put this up for $2. The point of putting these on here is to move them, so I don't have a problem being the lowest price in some cases just to get them to hopefully sell. New breed autographs. This is Daniel Robertson. I don't really want to undercut this fella too much, but I don't know that that's going to be a $9 card, so I'll put it up for $7 right in the middle. We'll see on that one. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not going to go through all of these. I kind of wanted to just play around with this. Literally, I haven't been in here to do this, so I don't know. This one should not have been uploaded. This is a Charles Barkley from Skybox, which is cool, right? But the cheapest one on here is 45 cents. Cost me 50 cents to upload it. I got to get another 25 cents just to price the card. So even at .75, I'm breaking even, and I'm not even close to being the cheapest. So there's got to be a significant run on these for my Charles Barkley Skybox to get plucked. But kind of learning what to send and what to not send here, I think. Some of these older cards, I'm not going to go through all of them. There's a lot I ripped a couple boxes of Skybox right before I sent these in, because this whole craze with The Last Dance and all these old players being in these documentaries, and so I kind of thought, okay, maybe maybe there'll be a run on them, or at least they'll be up there, so somebody who is looking could get them. I'll price some of these others later. Here, these are interesting. So these are from the Montgomery 52 set. This is a Javier Baez. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked on him, but the cheapest one is $225. So I think that makes sense. I'll go 2, and I'll be right in line with these guys for this specific card. But if we look at these others, I think there's maybe some opportunity here with maybe Bellinger, Harmon Killebrew's on here. So there's a lot more. When I originally sent these in, I was looking at these cards and there weren't any, and I thought maybe there'd be opportunity here. But here, this one, for example, when I was looking at sending this one in, there was only 1 or 2 on. Looks like there's still only 1 or 2 on. I actually sent 3 of this card in, and because of that, I kind of need to, I hope to sell some of these, right? So I'm going to price all of these at $5 and hope that because I'm the cheapest, maybe somebody comes in and grabs them. What some folks might do is say, oh, they're $5.25. I'm going to grab all 3 of them and list them for $6, and then the next person comes by and then they could make some money. And not necessarily in this example, but a larger spread maybe. Looks like none have sold, if that's accurate, assuming that's accurate. Let's keep going here. So Bo Bichette, I priced all 3 of those. Here, Alvarez. I gotta think that. Oh, that's an insert. I maybe didn't need to send that one. This Trout, though, I'm the only one, and Trout sells, right? I mean, this might be a $2 card. We'll see what comes up here. It's Mike Trout. Actually, that could be I don't know. It could be somebody might want that. I'll put $3 on it. We'll see. All right, let's keep going here. Here's a bunch of Bo Bichette base. So I think these are where I'm gonna maybe come out okay. It looks like I sent a bunch of these. I had a few opening day boxes that I ripped. Yeah, it looks like I've got 4 of them on here. I mean, $4 or $5 a card. Say $4.25. If I can sell them for that, obviously I know there's other fees involved. But this seems like a situation where being the lowest might not be the worst idea, because if somebody's looking for that card, they'll buy yours first, right? Again, noob here. If I'm doing something wrong, I hope to hear about it in the comments or via messenger. Let me know. But I'm just kind of putzing around here for the first time. Here's Trout. Again, my theory with Trout is they could all be worth $1 or $2, and I mean, this guy, I guess some other folks had the same idea here. So even if I put enough to get my money back here, I'm still not the cheapest by any means. Maybe I'll list one for 70 cents and see if somebody plucks that one off the bottom here for 95. I don't know. I think in one of my other shipments there's going to be significantly better cards, if you will, I guess. Here, nothing wrong with this. Gavin Lutz. Sent a few of these. Cheapest is $4.49. I think for a top Series 1 card, maybe that's okay, but for opening day, maybe somebody only pays $4.25, and then I have the only ones on for $4.25. kind of my thought process here. Well, I guess that one's 450. I'm still getting used to this whole adding shipping thing. Here, we'll do this one for $375. See if it sells. Wouldn't that be cool if one of them sold while we're on here? I don't know. Maybe somebody's looking for a Gavin Lutz opening day rookie for $4. We'll see. All right, let's keep going here. I've got Alvarez, Nico Horner. Those are somebody's selling those really cheap here. All right, what's this? So this is Giannis Antetokounmpo. For me, Giannis is a buy. So I mean, I don't even know why I put this on here, but for me, these guys are all over the board. Up to $10. The lowest one's at $4.25. The reality is, I probably should have sent this one to PSA and paid $15 and try to get a 10. But for the purposes of this video, maybe somebody will buy it while we're watching at $4. And this is saying the beta SRP is 750. So if somebody's searching, I know in the search you can search by biggest discount, and that might be something that pops up for them in their search. Alright, I've got a few more Fanatics box set. This one is a Luka. I think I already have a Luka in here that I bought. It looks like I uploaded one. Yeah, I have one. So when I now I look kind of foolish, right? When I have this one up for 35, I was the only one that had one up. Now they're all the way down to 19. And this is saying beta SRP is 15. Have any sold? And they sold for up to 13. So, I mean, again, I'm not going to go too cheap on it. But if I can get $15, that'll help me offset some of these fees that I'm incurring by uploading all of these cards, right? Here, maybe this one's worth 18. Alright, let's keep going. I won't go through all of these again. There's kind of a lot. Here's a Kobe White's. Another one I probably should have just sent to PSA. It looks like his stuff's pretty popular. 9 of these have sold, up to 19. Does that show us the sales? No, it shows us the ones that are active. So there's a bunch of them at 15, 25. How do I go back here? For me, I did send some of these to PSA, so for me to have this on here is kind of a... Again, I probably need to help offset some fees just by uploading all this. So I'll sell it for 14. I'll be the cheapest. I'll be the cheapest on that one. Alright, let's pick out a few more here. I'm not going to go through all of them, like I said. This one I have a Monopoly. Oh, it's Darius Garland. Here's a Kobe White Select Base Concourse. Those are probably popular. More Optic. So I got a lot of Optic. Here's an Optic Green Wave. This is interesting to me. Okay, so this is an Eric Paschal Green Wave, which is kind of more rare, right? I don't think this is worth less than... I think these guys are a little too low. Let's see if anybody has sold. None of them have sold, so maybe that's telling me that they're priced right. But I may think about buying this one. Let's look at it here. Sometimes you can look at them and see if it's way off centered, and maybe that's why it's not selling. Maybe tell you what, I know the purpose of this video is pricing all the cards that I will upload, but we're gonna buy that one. For anybody who hasn't done it, that's what it looks like when you buy it. So item has been purchased and added to your pending shipment. I don't necessarily need to request a shipment. It can stay on here indefinitely. I purchased it for $5.25, so over here it'll tell me what I paid for it, and then I can go at any time and go over here and list it for, gosh, I don't know, 15 if I want to. Same card. Because it's the same card, I don't have to pay that 25-cent fee. So there, I bought it for 5, I'm selling it for 15. If the basketball season starts up again, I think these will start getting plucked off, especially if he starts playing well. And maybe it sits there, or I'll lower it later. I don't know. We're just that's the fun thing about this. You're just playing with a bunch of digital cards now that they're uploaded. So for me, I can see this just being a lot of fun, right? It's something to do. It's fun. Let's take a look at this. Romeo Langford. This is a green optic wave again. There's one on here for 17. I just bought that guy's card. I don't know. I feel like Paschal is better than Langford. So for me, I bought the Paschal at $5.25. I'm gonna sell the Langford for. I mean, I'll be the lowest. I don't have a problem with that. For 12. I mean, I'd probably sell it for 5, to be honest with you, and offset the expense for the Paschal. But I don't know. I think you only having so many of each card on here is kind of a weird dynamic too for me, because it's not like, you know, I could take my phone out or go to the eBay website and see what those have been selling for. But the fact that there's only 4 on here means you kind of can set the price. Like here, for example, down here. Here's an optic fast break pink. It says I have a COMC monopoly. So now I can go in here and say, oh, this is a pink. I believe this one's low numbered. Let's see if we can look at it. Siakam. Yeah, numbered 1 of 20. So I'm not saying this is a $50 card or a $40 card, but I can put 35 on it and say it's numbered 1 of 20. See if somebody's interested in it for that. And we'll go from there. We can always change it, or it'll sell. Here's an autograph. I'm looking for anything with kind of a bigger potential return. Here's a bunch of Kobe's. Those say they're worth $5. I'll price some of this stuff later. Here, what's this? Luka Doncic silver prism insert. So this is an insert. Is this a prism? Oh, it is a prism. Insert prism. If this were a PSA 10, it'd probably be $75, $100. So these guys are saying it's worth 50 or 60. One sold at 40. We'll put 45 on there and see if anybody thinks it's worth that. Again, it all depends on what other folks are willing to pay, right? Here I have a monopoly on Ignas Brazdeikis. I will wait to price that one. Here, Gold Shimmer. Gold Shimmer is pretty rare. I think these are numbered to 10. Just gonna open here. Yeah, numbered 1 of 10. No, I can't really read that, but it's numbered to 10. We know that. I don't know. These are probably pretty cheap, but $25. That came out of the premium first off the line boxes, if you remember those. So it's definitely an expensive box to rip. So let's see, any other good ones in here that are here. Kobe White Prism base. Those are ranging from 20 to $100. Wow. RJ Barrett. Luka Doncic. Let's see. So this is a Prism 1920 Prism base. So it says SRP is 6. They've been selling around 7. Everybody's listing them at 11. I'm not gonna do that. We'll go 9. Will be the lowest. We'll see if somebody thinks that's fair. But again, without knowing what these sell for in other platforms, maybe 9's high. I don't know. But I think there's something to be said for being the lowest on here. And people see that and then they say, oh, I'll buy all 3 of those for 9. Come back and sell them at 20. I don't think any of these are moving at those prices though. Alright, let's see here. We've got Panini, Elite Extra Edition, $20, $2, Topps Update. Here's some Vlad Topps Update. Luka. Alright. Oh, there's a whole other page. Well, I won't take too much more of your time. If you've watched this long, maybe you were kind of curious about COMC too. I've got hundreds and hundreds of cards that I shipped off there that'll be live at some point this month or early next. But let's see, any other? Yeah, here's some relics. Oh, here's some autographs, some Bowman Chrome autographs. So I'll put a price on those later. Vlad Jr. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll price the rest of those later, but I think this was a really interesting kind of thing to do. I don't know, like what's this story? This will be the last one. This is the checklist, right? This is the Jordan checklist. People are going nuts for Jordan cards, man. I swear. The checklist that has his name on it is selling for up to $445. I don't know. It's literally like the Bulls logo, and then on the back, the checklist. Let's price this guy. $2. Let's see if anybody wants that for $2. All right. That was a lot of fun. That was fun for me. I got a lot more work to do here. I'll stay up a little later, obviously, but it's fun for me. If you guys liked it, like the video, hit subscribe. Check out my other videos. If you watched this long, thanks for watching.